Red door, green door. The happy couple that had set off for the road trip of a lifetime 1 week ago bore little resemblance to the sour-faced driver and passenger hurtling down the interstate in the blue Buick. Disagreements on where to eat, warring musical tastes, idle bickering, and a flaring of petty annoyances had chipped away the serenity between Mira and Michael until they could barely stand to look at each other. And both were desperate for a distraction. "I am not robotically efficient," Mira said venomously. "Tell that to the itinerary." "Fine then. Let's do something spontaneous. Let's go there." Mira pointing out a faded sign that read Joyland Fun Park, 5 miles. A quarter hour later, they had paid at an automated ticket booth and were taking stock of the fantastic attractions. There was a shuttered go-kart booth and a sad gathering of carnival games gathering dust next to it. Joyland was all but abandoned, but it clearly been built with care, giving the impression of happy families and laughing children long ago. The largest attraction was a squat building boasting a hand-painted sign that read Cupid's Hall, 2 plump plaster. Cupids hoisted up the sign at either end. Nobody staffed the entrance. "Maybe this'll reignite our spark," Michael said dryly. The Cupid theme didn't translate into the interior. They walked through a hall of mirrors, then a room with alcoves in the wall that had clearly been intended for someone to jump out of, and finally arrived at a pair of doors, one deep red, one lime green. Mira eyed them nervously. "Let's pick the green," she said. "That's got to be the kiddie route. Come on, there might be something worth $10 through here." "I don't want to." "Suit yourself." Michael disappeared through the red. Mira huffed and entered through the green. He was right. It took her through a long hallway strung with papier-mâché, ghosts and plastic pumpkins. She exited through a curtain of green beads and into a nondescript room. To her left was another solid red door. A few minutes later it creaked open and Michael bounded out, his eyes twinkling, and swept her into an embrace. "Hey, baby," he said. Mira blushed, startled. "What's gotten into you?" "You're just so cute," he said, cupping her face. Then he leaned back, a furrow descending on his brows. "But when did you get ahead of me?" "What? You were behind me. How could you have run ahead?" Mira stared. "You mean in the Hall of Mirrors?" "That wasn't too small." "No," he said, looking at her with amusement. "After you came in behind me. It was dark, but I know the corridor was only wide enough for one person." Mira said nothing. Michael raised his eyebrows. "After you changed your mind and came through the red door." "Like 30 seconds after I did?" whispered Michael. "I'm scared," and squeezed the breath out of me. Behind them, the red door closed with a click.